Hi everybody, Mark Lawrence once again for the NFL videos here at Playbook.com with my top tips and observations on this week's NFL wildcard games. Observations on the 2012 football season, quite a season it was, and thank goodness they did not elect to expand to 16 playoff teams this year, because had they done so, imagine the New York Jets playing this weekend. They would have in a 16-team playoff expansion. The New York Jets in the playoffs? Give me a break. Observation number 2 on the football season, I broke down every NFL playoff team and compared them in games against other fellow playoff teams this year. The worst against the spread was the Baltimore Ravens, just 1-4 in their 5 games against other fellow playoff teams. The best, the surprising Atlanta Falcons, only went up against 2 playoff teams this year, but won and covered both games. We'll talk a little bit more about the Falcons in their first round game next week here on the NFL videos. Moving on to my top tips and observations on the football card for the wild card weekend. Tip number 1, home not so sweet home. It's been that way in the NFL playoffs of late. NFL playoffs for home teams have been a point spread haven since 1980, 55% against the spread. However, since 1990, only 52.7% have home teams been. And worse, this new century, this new decade, since 2000, home teams only 49% against the spread. The home teams have not gotten the money. The odds makers have more than compensated for home teams and their spreads in playoff games. My tip number 2 in the football playoff card, it's payback time in the playoff game when the Cincinnati Bengals were bounced out of the first round of the playoffs last year by the Houston Texans. They come right back and open up against the Texans this year, with Cincinnati playing their best ball of the season and the Texans their worst ball going into the playoffs. I'll take the points with Cincinnati in this playoff payoff revenge football matchup on Sunday. And if you haven't done so yet, join me now for my NFL Wildcard Game of the Year going this weekend. It's all part of a $99 weekend of winners from our late phone football service. You can call me toll free to get on board now at 1-800-321-7777, or log on to the website. Join me for our NFL Wildcard Game of the Year, and also download your copy now of the Midweek Alert, featuring in-depth write-ups and analysis on all 4 playoff games, all available now online at Playbook.com. For the NFL videos until next week, this is Mark Lawrence reminding you to always to remember to bet with your head, not over it, and good luck as always.